world, and welcome to this channel, Freya's Throne. My name is Melody. For those of you who are new to this channel, welcome. And welcome back to my returning subscribers from my other channel. I'm grateful for each and every one of you guys and all the love and support that you've been giving me on this YouTube journey. I apologize for the screen. I bumped the table with my knee, so we were a little bit all over the place, which, you know, usually happens anyways with me. So, all right. So when you come into this live stream, make sure that you give me a frenzy. Either by double tapping the screen or just simply hit a thumbs up. Make sure that you leave me a comment and let me know how this general reading resonates with you. This is not a personal, this is a general, so only take what belongs or what resonates with your soul. If you are not yet subscribed to this channel, please subscribe and hit the notification bell so that you know, so that you get alerted when I go live or when I post videos. That way you don't chance, all right? So this particular video is for the star sign of Leo, and in this series of videos we're going over the lunar eclipse in Pisces that we got coming on the 27th or the 28th, depending on where you are at in the world. In my neck of the woods, it will be at 4 degrees 5 minutes, sitting next to the north node of your destiny. It will be at 12:13 a.m. Eastern Standard Time, and the Sun in Virgo will be opposing it. So they'll be close to the north and south nodes. So the astrological meaning of this eclipse in Pisces is it wraps up a long-term story around the Pisces themes, which started back in September 2024. So we're going back 2 years timeline. We're wrapping up the past 2 years when it comes to karmic lessons, because the North Node is all about our spiritual lessons and Pisces is all about the karmic lessons. All right. So the core themes is to pay attention to your dreams. So I recommend journaling. Listen to your intuition. A collective consciousness where the collective is going on a mass awakening and being more aware intuitively, psychically, and consciously. Releasing old illusions, breaking unhealthy boundaries, and processing deep emotional fatigue. So the Virgo Pisces axis balance. It shifts focus from practical Virgo routines, because Virgo has a tendency to be a bit over analytical. Also, Virgo represents our health and organization, into intuitive, soulful Pisces. All right. So, surrender. So, affected signs are all the mutable signs, such as Pisces, Virgo, Gemini, Sagittarius, or any planet that is near 5 degrees of these particular signs. All right. In the line, these any planets or signs that are in 5 degrees near these signs is in the line for these changes. All right. So the Uranus conflict is sharp, tense square with Uranus in Gemini, which is bringing shocking, sudden disruptions or unexpected shifts regarding home, family dynamics, and long-term standing emotional structures. So you're being asked to use your intuition over your logic. Like, trust your gut over your mind, because the ego mind it dictates, right? It's where the fear comes from, right? So the Sun in pragmatic Virgo, trying to micromanage details. The Pisces moon demands you to stop overthinking and try gut instincts. So the lunar eclipse means a powerful cosmic reset, where you were being introduced to your shadow work, which is your hidden fears, your suppressed feelings, and the dark spots in your psyche and revelations. You're being asked to release the past, such as cutting ties with old habits, toxic cycles, which would represent the Virgo in the node, because Pisces is close to the north node. All right. Emotional baggage and a lot of purging. So it is also a fated turning point tied to lunar nodes, brings sudden closure, redirections aligned with your soul's path. Emotional clarity, illumination through the dark shadow work, letting you see clearly what no longer serves your highest good. Meditations, vivid dreams. So if you go into meditation, pay attention to the things that you see. You know, if you have vivid dreams, write them down because there's messages in those dreams. Listen to your inner voice. The lunar eclipse is a divine helping hand to bring changes and revelation over 3 months. All right. So that's a little bit about the lunar eclipse in Pisces for the Leo collective. So let's go ahead and see what's going on with the moon in around the Leo collective. What's going on with the moon around the Leo collective? Please and thank you, Spirit. Can look, see, got one card sticking out. So yeah, communication is key. New moon in Gemini. So I feel for some of you, communication such as listening to your intent, listening to that still small voice, listening to your higher self, listening to the signs and synchronicities that the divine is showing you, Leo, is very, very key through this lunar eclipse. So some of you with Uranus in Gemini, there's a shocking revelation coming to you, Leo. A shocking revelation that bringing you something that is key to your destiny, to your fate. Okay, so there's something about that. Oh, look, it may be on a romantic level. A new romantic cycle begins. So you could have Gemini in the 7th house. You could have Leo in the 7th house. The 7th house rules our relationships. So we have Libra. You could have Libra in the 7th house. Libra rules the 7th house. So there could be a message coming from a Libra that is soul contract, represents contracts as well. So something that is in your soul contract that is key, that is being activated. So you may need to sit and listen to what somebody else has to say. All right. So we're just going to go ahead and put these up here. So what is hidden that is being brought to the light in this lunar eclipse for Leo? What is hidden that is being brought to light or being revealed to the Leo collective? What is hidden that is being brought to the light? Okay. The Lady of the Gift, generosity, receiving, and withholding. And we have a number 2. So you could have Libra in the 2nd house, or you could have Taurus in the 7th house. You're going through a transformation. Definitely going through a transformation. So you're being asked to be the flow, be patient, and trust your intuition. All right. So let's go ahead and see what your card is. Oh, okay. So you have the Cosmos. The Cosmos, it really isn't no challenge when it comes to the Cosmos. However, it did show up in reverse. So some of you, you may be a bit challenged when it comes to trusting your intuition, Leo. We got the 4 and the 1. The 4 talks, it talks about building blocks. It talks about being protected. The 1 talks about self-love, trusting our intuition. So it's a 41, which adds up to a 5. The 5 is about changes. Okay, so there is something in the midst that is about to change within you. This could be a bit of a shocking situation with the Gemini being, I think it's opposing Uranus conflict. A sharp, tense square with Uranus in Gemini. Sudden, shocking disruptions or unexpected shifts regarding home, family dynamics, long-standing emotional structures. So there definitely could be something shocking that is changing within you. All right. So let's go ahead and read Cosmos. Like I said, it does not come as an ally or a challenger. It always comes as an ally. So whatever is challenging you in that 5 energy to change, it is for your greatest and highest good, Leo. And that's what to understand. Whatever the structure that is falling away, this change that is happening, is for your greatest and highest good. And once the dust settles, you're going to see that this was key to a particular relationship in your life, family, lover, business, friend, where you two will be on the same page. This is a required adjustment to bring in a state of balance. And it may be a tough pill for you to swallow, which is okay, because sometimes the toughest pills to swallow bring the greatest changes in our life. All right. So, Leah, the cosmos appears always as an ally and never a tower. Creativity in all forms is represented by the cosmos. This is a sign to push your attention on creative projects, that they will be successful. Remember that all of life is creative, and you're always co-creating with the divine. Cosmos also represents the principle of infinity and the vastness of energetic exchange consciousness influencing all living things. This teaches us that every intention we set, in fact, is contagious with the power to influence others. So your influence over the collective is very important. You are meant to teach, and it's going to spread like wildfire because of the contagiousness. Not in a bad way, but think about this: if you have chickenpox, or somebody around you has chickenpox and you've never had it, you're going to get it. Whereas if somebody around you has chickenpox and you've already had it, you've already built up an immunity to it. So that's the best way I can explain it, contagious. So something is going to spread like wildfire throughout the cosmos, throughout the collective. Something to say. Because communication is key. Something that you are saying. So it says, so we can help but have an effect on others from an individual level to a global one. Yeah, a collective consciousness, the collectiveness. This is a sign that you to open up to the well of creativity deep within you and be mindful of your thoughts and actions. Both are influencing your outer world. Most important, keep taking action towards your goals as the cosmos responds perfectly to manifest your highest destiny. Expect to be inspired and to meaningfully touch others with all that you create. So whatever you are seeing is reaching, like far, far reaching in the Pisces lunar eclipse, right? And this could be something that you're wishing for. It could be something that you are either receiving or other people are receiving. Maybe they're receiving your messages. So, and in reverse, maybe some people are receiving your messages in not a good way, but that's okay because that's part of the awakening. All right, so Rose warning the Leo collective about. Yeah, somebody's going to try to overstep your boundaries. Somebody wants to overstep your boundaries. Yeah, they want to try to stunt your growth because this card was in reverse. Switch the deck on. They're trying to stunt your growth. So somebody could be stepping on your toes with communication, right? Trying to throw you off balance, trying to stunt your growth, trying to step, this is somebody who's overstepping your boundaries. Okay? Because that's what territory talks about. Okay? Somebody's overstepping their boundaries, somebody's stepping on somebody else's toes, and they're doing it just to block your growth. They're doing this to block the collective's growth. Because they don't want the collective to receive whatever information that you are talking about, whatever it is that you're making the collective aware of. Alrighty, so territory. So the crows are warning you. The crows are very territorial. Territory indicates that someone may be entering your space uninvited, or you may be the one who is the intruder. This card may also ask if you are protecting something out of concern that someone may be trying to step on your toes or take everything you cherish. Yeah, I feel like somebody is coming in to step on your toes. Somebody uninvited entering your space, trying to stunt your growth. And they're using their words to do it. with communication. Um, all right. So let's go ahead and pull some tarot cards. Communication is key. Show me what this communication is for Leo. Communication is key for Leo. What is this communication? Okay, so we have the Three of Ariel. Somebody doesn't want to work with you. Somebody doesn't want to work with you. It's like you and another person are not on the same page. You and another person are not on the same page, and they're mad. So I feel like they're withholding something. Either they're withholding how they feel, or they're withholding communication with you because they're trying to challenge the collective's growth. Yeah, so the Three of Ariel in reverse talks about, no, I don't want to work with you. No, I don't want to collaborate with you. No, I don't want, no, I don't want to do this. No, I don't want to cooperate with you. No, I don't, what you have to say does not matter. I do not love you. Somebody could be taking something personally. What does it say here? Working with others in a cooperative manner. It's time for great personal growth in your career or autistic endeavors. They're trying to stunt your growth. They could be doing something online as well. Again, this could be business lover, family, friend doing this. This is somebody who is working really hard to ruin somebody. Maybe block somebody from receiving some sort of a gift from the divine. All right, so tell me about the cosmos and why it was in reverse. Yeah, Four of Ariel. Somebody definitely in back. So 441 is significant. 3 and a 4 adds up to a 7 and a 5, which is a 12, which boils down to a 3. Somebody took something to the extreme here. Somebody took something to the extreme because somebody did not want to work with somebody. 441. It's backwards. So something is like ass backwards here. Somebody could have took something to the extreme when it comes to their scarcity mindset. Because you remember, it says be aware of where you put your mind, where you put your focus. They did it. So, I'm telling you, they definitely overstepped your boundary. They went too far. And I feel like it was 3 people that went too far. Clarified territory. Who's stepping on Leo's toes? Yep, Knight of Gabrielle. So they did something because they felt like they could. Somebody could have taken something that was divinely gifted to an individual. The Knight of Gabrielle talks about somebody who's very dramatic, somebody who, this also could be talking about somebody who astral traveled. Somebody could have astral traveled. Because Knight of Gabrielle is a Knight of Wands. This is somebody who's a player. Somebody who's there for the good time, not the long time. The new romantic cycle. Somebody who's there for the good time, not the long time. Here, this is what we'll do. I'll tell you what to do. Yeah, so it's like somebody did something on purpose here. We have a fiery energy, so it could be Leo, Aries, Sagittarius, or I'm talking to you, and it could be another fire sign who did something on purpose. Took some sort of action on purpose. All because you rejected them. And now that it's like they're trying to ruin your reputation by stunting how you grow. It could be online, it could be, you know, social media of some sorts. Okay, give me the three of Ariel with communication is key. Yeah, five of Ariel. Now they want to come back around. Now they want to come back around and possibly make you some sort of an offer. Yeah, they did something out of a negative energy. Now they want to come back around to you and give you something that they were hanging on to. Because they're like, well, if I do this, it'll stunt their, but they won't be able to, blah, 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 whatever you're doing. 3, 4, 5 could be significant. Remember, we had the 5 on the cosmos, which talks about change. You may be shocked with the double 5s. You may be shocked when you find out who did this or and why they did it. But it is definitely somebody you rejected. Now they want to come back around and say, oh, you know, I was guided to do this. This could be somebody who's a gatekeeper. Give me the 4 of Ariel and the cosmos. I'm telling you, some sort of a message is coming in. And they're coming in to bring this challenge. They're coming in to challenge you. They're coming back around to challenge you. But in all actuality, they're just coming in to step on your toes. That's all they want to do. And they're like, well, you know, I see my opportunity now. This is my opportunity. Lunar eclipse. My opportunity is now. This is somebody who's been playing in your energy. Somebody who perhaps, like I said, could have been astral traveling. If you don't know what astral traveling is, Google it. It means that you have the energy to propel your light body out of your physical body and travel somewhere. Somebody could have stole somebody's intellectual idea as well. I don't know where that's coming from, but I'm just saying. All right, Knight of Gabriel and territory. Yep. We have a Sagittarius coming through here in reverse. Some sort of a decision. Huh. When they teamed up with other people. To spread rumors, lies. To communicate. Something about communication. All right. So the solutions card in reverse talks somebody who is unhealed. Somebody who's very impatient. Somebody who, you know, is way out of balance. Somebody who, this could be a fallen angel as well. This could be a fallen angel who is like, well, here's the solution. This is what we'll do, right? Follow me. I'll show you how to bring this challenge to Leo. This is the perfect opportunity. Why? Because they didn't want to work with me. They rejected me. So, you know, I'm going to try to ruin their reputation with everything I possibly can. I'm going to astral travel into their space, and I'm going to overstep their boundaries because they have bound, but I could do what I want to do. I'm just telling you. We have 4114, so there definitely is a mirroring energy here. Somebody needs to do some healing work, and they're refusing to do it. Somebody who's refusing to trust their instincts. Somebody is very impatient. Somebody is very unhealed. Somebody is very balanced here. This is a very low vibrational individual. This person refuses to change. This is somebody who could be very greedy as well. They want to come back in and give you something after holding something back. The decision card in reverse. So Capricorn, this could be a Capricorn, doesn't have to be. This could also be talking about the 10th house, where somebody is freeing themselves from a situation that no longer serves them. When it comes to community, when it comes to people around them, fake friends, hidden enemies, right? And then we got communication coming through here. Somebody who likes to throw an adult temper tantrum by violating somebody's boundaries and spiritually attacking them, spying on them from a distance. They could have forged some sort of a contract here. Well, something didn't work. Their investment, it did not pay off. Them trying to control a narrative by trying to ruin somebody's reputation. Working with other people. Look, King and the Queen in here. Working with other people. Creating drama. Spying, lying, gossiping at a distance. Alrighty, so what I see for you, Leo, I feel like they're definitely trying to keep you because they're refusing to change. This is somebody who's very low vibrational, somebody who's very unforgiving, somebody who's unable to compromise, somebody who's very impatient. The 5 of Ariel in reverse tells me that this person wants to come in and give you, offer you some sort of, like, give you some sort of a message. And the fact that we have Uranus and Gemini, with this, it's going to be an intense conversation, is what I feel. All right, so Leos, diaptase, heart chakra, relaxation, meditation, and alignment. I am attuned. So for some of you, get a piece of diaptase to help attune you, help to activate heart chakra. It does talk about going into meditation, so there could be some sort of message coming in to your heart space, down through your higher self. You're also being asked to listen to your heart with this situation. Don't resist whatever this is. Because something I feel does want to, I feel like the bombing is in the air, but this talks about resistance. Somebody also could be broke. Look, snake. So you have a snake in your grass, labradorite. Transformation, balance, and healing. Spirit of snake, teach me to transmute negative energies within myself and shed what no longer serves me. Thank you, Aho. So that would make perfect sense if you have this snake in the grass, a sneaky snake who is stepping on your toes, violating your boundaries, creating challenges for you, all because you don't want to work with them. You're shedding them. You're letting them go. This is a hidden enemy. What I feel like you are doing is you are shedding the negative thought patterns. Now, because I feel like you shed them, now they want to come back in because they can no longer spy on you. They can no longer step on your toes. Yeah, you got a mouse in your house. Neptune retrograde in Aries is also significant. All right, there you go.